Hi, Yokesh.
Hi,
Bianca.
hi.
I will put some glasses on my face. Yeah, here.
Hey, nice.
Yeah, I like that glasses. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tech life.
Okay, I will quit the glasses. So, how was your day? How is your day, Yokesh?
Uh, today, today now one day I wake up.
It's 4 a.m. in your country right now?
Yeah, 4:30 a.m.
4:30. Okay. Okay. Hi, Gerson.
Hello.
Oi, man. Oi.
Oi, tudo bom?
Tudo bem?
Tudo bem.
Que bom. Que bom.
Que bem.
Hoy, no, hoy, today, Brazil
Tudo bem.
again versus Peru. Peru in the American Cup.
Yeah, American country. Yeah, Peru.
Yeah. I hope again no 2-4, 2-4. Yeah, the last time we lose with that score.
Did you lost?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, football.
But Neymar is a good an actor when he fall down. Always. So, hi Juan again.
Hey, how are you?
Okay.
So,
Prepare, well, topic education.
ah,
Yeah,
Education.
yeah, because it was
education.
Oh, education. Okay,
come on,
Sorry.
say something I can talk about.
okay.
Sorry about that.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, I will put my glasses again. Very
okay.
fast.
Yeah, tech.
Uh,
Make some tech life.
okay.
Yeah, nice. How to edit that? I need.
So first question: does your country have a good education system?
Okay. Maybe I want to start.
Yeah, go ahead. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Go ahead.
In my country, we don't have a good education, but in my state, we have a better education because in Tamil Nadu, private schools having a good education because they focus on only on education. But in government school, we focus on both sports and education. We have 80% of literacy in Tamil Nadu, but overall India, only 62, 65 percentage. We want to improve.
Or improve. I thought, well, India would have one of the best education of the world.
But not an other state. Compared to Tamil Nadu, we have 80. Overall India, we are 65.
Oh, okay.
Get it.
So also in your country there are public schools and private schools,
Yes,
and the level of education is the same.
it's different. Yeah, no, it's
Ah,
different. Very
okay.
different. Because I studied public school more than 10 years. But in private school, I study only 1 year because it's too expensive. But education is also too different because in private school they will uh, teach and how to speak in English. But in public school we learn English, but we don't know how to speak. It's a major problem. Sometimes they will make a
Hmm.
computer use, but in here we can't see a computer. practical is in computer. We can't practical
So,
in public school.
and where did you study? In a private or in a public school?
Public.
Public. So, what do you think about it? It was good for you or not?
It's good for you, your health when you are study public school because they do not force you. Whatever you
Hmm.
want, you can study. You can play also in public school. Make some every weekly 2 days you can play kabaddi, cricket, or ideas. They don't force you. We want to study all day. But in private school, my friend has studied. They make some forces. You want to study. You want to study more than 10 hours, 12 hours. Because when we started a public exam, you go in school at 6 a.m. and they come home at 9 p.m. But in public school, I go school in 9 p.m. 9 a.m. Come home at 4 p.m.
Oh,
It's major
uh,
different.
yeah, it reminds me. Well, when I was in in a public school, I used to go at 7 or 8 p.m.
7
Well,
a.m.
no, 8 a.m.
yeah.
to 4 p.m. to 4 or 5 p.m. because
Uh-huh.
we were recovering some classes, I think, but for all the year, and something bad was that you have to eat in the school.
Yeah.
So, so and also, Gerson, would you like to share?
Yeah, man, it's kind of hard to talk about education in Brazil because the country is so fucking big and we have like different status of education here. So I would say that's good, but could be better because we have a lot of problem. For example, a few
Yeah.
schools that really doesn't have uh, teachers. Sometimes a lot of riots because the government is not paying the teachers. The teachers.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's this kind of stuff, no. But yeah, it's a good education because, for example, I went to public school my whole life, and sorry, I how can I say that? I could go to the public university. That's so fucking hard here. So it's possible. You can go to public university if you go to public schools. It's not like you only will achieve this if you have a good quality in a private school. It's not this kind of way. So yeah.
Hmm. Well, well, I don't have questions for you because maybe you say almost everything about what I wanted to say, wanted to know.
Yes.
Well, so what about you, Bianca? Bianca? Ah,
Sorry, I was taking out my cat. Education is very difficult, but I'm from Argentina, Buenos Aires. I live in Lanús when I was in school, and I was at a private school. So it was similar to what you say. I go to 8 a.m. to 1 a.m. 1 p.m. So
Yeah.
and then I have nothing to do. That's I don't know.
but do you know how education in a private school works?
I go private school all my life, so I don't know a public school. Sorry.
You went to a private school.
Yes.
I understood that you went to a public.
No,
Okay,
no.
okay. But what do you know about the public school in Argentina?
I don't know anything.
Ah,
Sorry.
oh, okay, okay. Maybe Juan knows.
I do have. Well, growing up, I've always attended private schools, and I've always been a kid of private schools because I went to a private kindergarten, I went to a private primary school, private secondary school, and then my first course of study when I graduated from high school was also the private institute. And then it's only now that I'm studying the teacher training college, I go to a public institution.
Why?
So yeah, so I because actually this public institution, when I'm when I'm training to be a math teacher, is actually one of the best in the country, and it's public. And I
Where
chose
do
it,
you go?
Joaquin B. Gonzalez.
Oh, yes.
So it has to be the best in the country for mathematics, and along with some others, of course. But the top, the cherry on top is the Joaquin B. Gonzalez. So I could really see the difference because I in the sense that we are prepared. I'm studying to be a teacher, so we need to know how the education system works in the country and all and such and all that. But without getting into too much theory and detail and organization stuff, but basically in the country we have um, here's the thing: all schools, every single school in the country, in my country,
Mhm.
is state run. It's run by the state.
Understand.
That makes it sort of public, but here's the thing: uh, you can have either public state-run schools or private state-run schools. That is, then the difference mainly is that in the private schools, to study there, you pay, right? You pay but there are no entirely private. It's not that I myself could come and found a school.
Oh, nice.
You, you,
But
you know what I mean?
oh yeah, okay, bro. But in here we have
And
two
we also
type
have
of
religious
school.
schools. We also have religious schools run by the Catholic Church and also run by other religions.
Oh,
But
yes,
public schools don't teach religion at all, as
public.
it
Okay,
as they should. Of course, they shouldn't, because religion schools don't belong together. But that's yeah.
Co-
But still, the country is allowed to have religious schools. I don't know why, but they shouldn't. But still, uh, Latin America is still very run by those very old traditions, and that's going to
So
be a tough.
what do you say? In private schools there are religion that
In
subject.
some of the private
Ah,
schools do,
some,
some
but
but not all of them. Not all of
it
them.
shouldn't.
No, of course, doesn't belong in school.
Yeah, and also
That's my opinion, at least.
yeah,
But religion doesn't belong in any sort of educational system.
yeah, and also I was talking something about it with a Canadian man, and he told me that it shouldn't be allowed that the subject of educate of religion
Yeah,
stay in the school because
in
the
the curriculum.
student
Yeah,
the student is free to choose what religion is gonna well, what's the word, be, no, be
Yeah, what religion you're going to belong to, your religion you're going to believe in.
exactly. Thanks.
That's entirely up to every single human being. I mean, it's a free choice,
Yeah,
and you shouldn't be, yeah, you shouldn't be coerced
they
into choosing anyone.
they introduce ideas to the student to belong to the Catholic religion.
Yeah, or whatever religion the
Whatever.
school happens to teach, right? But yeah, I believe the guy was Sylvain.
The
Was
Ca-
Sylvain
a
the guy you talked
Canadian,
to?
a
The
Canadian
Canadian
man.
one? The
Yeah.
Canadian man, Sylvain was the name?
No. I don't remember the name.
Ah,
I
was it
didn't
here in
set.
Punta Lingo?
No. It's in
Ah,
another group.
wasn't because
Okay.
I know because I had this very same talk with another guy. So, sorry, but yeah, I'm sorry. I things happened in my mind, but
Okay.
yeah, don't worry. But yeah, I don't know if that answers the question. Well, does we have a good education system? Yeah, all in all, yes,
Yes.
we do have a good education systems, all in all.
I think
But
every country having a good education.
yeah, but of course, things are going to vary a lot from school to school. Well, it
Mhm.
depends on the school, right? Because you
Yeah.
can have very good private schools and very bad private schools, very good public schools and very bad public schools.
Yeah. Yes.
So, I mean, all variables are possible. So,
Yeah, but I would like to know in the average public school and private
yep,
school,
yep,
uh, well, the subjects that they carry are the
yeah,
No, no, sometimes different because we have two type of board. One is state board, one is national board. If you want to study a national board, you want to go a private school. If you want to
okay.
study a state board, you can choose both public and private, whichever you want.
ah.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, it depends because every school here, well, public schools in general have the same orientation. So it's a generalist orientation. But when you go to the private schools, that orientation can very pretty much vary a lot. I went, for instance, to a private school that taught computer science and programming,
Hmm.
for
Oh,
instance.
oh.
The career,
Yes.
the major that I would like to study.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know, Bianca, do you have any orientation at school? At school, did you have any?
Yes, I have another change was economics and administration school,
Ah, typical.
but my best friend was at art school. So
Hmm,
yes,
nice.
and she was on a semi-public. I don't know how to
Yeah,
say that.
semi-public. Yeah, yeah.
What does it mean? Semi-public?
Half of
What
them
was that?
controlled by government and management by government, uh, but
Yeah, it's
uh,
completely different. It's like a very weird in between, right?
Yes,
So,
the government
yeah.
is part there,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
part
some teachers
lower.
may be private,
Yeah.
some teachers get salary from government. Forty to 50%
Ah.
is just salary from government. After 40-50% salary gets from private.
Yeah. But here in the country, I mean, I'm a teacher. So here in the country, some of the private schools, what they do in order to, pay a little less or
Uh-huh.
save up a little less in taxes,
Okay.
what they do is they don't pay you as a teacher, they pay you as a commerce or as an administration employee, as if you were administrative.
Not
The category you use is very different, so you need to be very careful and very attentive about how they pay you when you work.
it's not
Yeah,
a
of
common
course.
problem of all
So,
countries.
well, what do you think
Yeah.
about the salary that you earn in a public school? If you can answer.
Well, I never worked at a public
Institute.
school, but yeah, I never worked at public or school, but I did have worked I did have work in two private schools, and I have to say I've been very lucky because both private schools I worked at, they paid more or less the same thing they pay at a
What?
public school. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's still a shitty salary, but they pay the same thing.
But in
So it is, you know.
okay. But in here is different. For example, if you work in private school, they pay like an 20 to 15,000. But you work in government school, they pay 50,000. Almost 50 twice the salary is increasing.
Oh, so almost 50% or what?
Yeah.
Well, no. Here is almost the same thing. It's like it's very weird and very rare that private schools pay either less money or more money than the publics. But all public schools pay exactly the same.
Yeah,
Wow.
public. Yes, public.
But yeah, but then it depends on where, because it depends on which city, which province.
Ah,
Salaries
wow.
will
Good
differ.
point.
Yeah. If the school is, let's say, in a rural area, they will pay you more. They will pay you a lot more if you're a teacher there, because you have to travel a lot to go there. Right. So
Wow.
they pay you a lot more.
More.
The same is here. The same.
So yeah.
Both are Argentina.
Huh?
Both are only Argentina's people. You
Yeah.
and the
I don't know. It's a very messed up country in a lot of ways, but it's a country in a lot of good ways too. So
For your case, the best school or university is where you pay less fees.
yeah.
well, always, of course. Well, we have a university. We have public universities and private universities too. So
Yes, we are sorry. Yeah, I'm studying public university.
and private universities are really costly here.
Yeah,
Really.
I agree.
Private
Public
schools, maybe no, maybe not.
public
But
universities are expensive.
No,
no,
private,
public.
private.
Private. Okay,
Yeah,
yes,
public
yeah.
universities here, you don't pay a thing.
Free, yeah.
It's completely free. It's not
Yeah.
like
I
Chile.
paid at $10 1 year.
D-
Not $10, $7.
Well, here I think you have to pay for the food and also for the enrollment. I think.
No, not here. No. Public
Mm.
schools are completely public universities are completely free.
You
All
don't
of
want to pay $1.
Like not a cent, not a single penny.
Oh, nice.
You could go like you can go your entire course of study without having ever to reach into your wallet, like ever.
But yes, we have. But we want to pay. If you are good educator, your score is very good. There are many
Yeah.
governments that make a free education. You did not want to pay, like a scholarship.
Ah,
100%
yeah. Well, some of the things, maybe some universities may have fees for, I don't know, doing a subject once again. Maybe if you
Yeah.
or taking an exam once again. Maybe some of the public universities may have something like that, but you know, it's not really. I mean, if they charge any money, it's not really an amount of money that would leave you in debt for the rest of your life, right?
Hi, Jenny.
Many as some. Yeah. Hey, Jenny, how
Ah,
are you?
Jenny.
You are in the dark.
I could not. I could.
You look
not
like
see
a
your
Bond.
face.
You look like a Bond villain. You look like a villain from James Bond.
Shadow.
She's ran away.
Shadow.
Okay.
Better.
That's it. Now we can see you actually have a face. That's great.
She's a ghost.
Ghost. Jenny, would you like to share with us? Does your country have a good education system? Jenny.
Yeah, she's still muted, but she's
Say it again, please. I was just not paying attention. I'm sorry.
Okay. Does your country have a good education system?
Well, I think so. I live in Mexico, kind of. I live here in Merida.
UNAM.
So kind of, we've got private and public schools, but as you said, even the public schools, you have to pay a small fee, for example, to get in, and some other things that pops up, like a subject, a special subject, another exam, exactly like that. This is not completely free, but this is really cheap, of course. Universities are cheap, but the private ones are, how do you say, high rocket? Oh, yes, high rocket.
Oh, I feel.
skyrocket. Yeah.
Really, really expensive.
Mm.
Yeah, but education, as far as I know, many people say in Mexico there's a good education system, because I used to say that USA is the best. Many people go there because it is the best, and so friends have told me that, for example, the UNAM,
Yeah.
the highest house, the biggest house in Mexico City.
Yes,
that
I know.
This is the best school in Mexico, not in the whole world, but there have been many good students who have gone to the States to give the help, like scientists, doing some
Yeah.
research. And well, that's what they say. So I think I was wrong in my view.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we have University of Buenos Aires, which is one of the best universities in the whole Latin America.
Really?
There you go.
Yeah, I have people studying. I have a lot of my friends studying there.
Oh
It's
my God.
wonderful.
It's
Yeah.
I
private.
imagine. I
Is
imagine.
it private?
No, it's public.
I can apply.
Wow.
Yes, of course, you can actually apply
I
because we
oh,
have like many students from Brazil, from Mexico, from Venezuela. From,
Oh,
I mean,
there is
everyone can apply.
okay.
good.
Oh, nice. I want to judge it.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
of course.
Well, in,
You're gonna need to have some Spanish lessons, but yeah,
Oh,
in
and
order
then
to actually take this, in order to take the subjects actually. So, but well, that would be the only thing. But
Mhm.
other than that,
Well, in my country, there is a university called San Marcos. Have
uh-huh.
you ever have you ever heard about it?
no.
Well,
Rings a bell.
it's yeah, it's the well, I'm proud of it because it's one of well, it's the first university of America.
Oh,
Yes,
Wow, nice.
Where are you from?
Peru.
Peru.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ocean. Oh,
it
nice.
was it was made in the year of 1551.
wow.
Too old.
I need to check how old is the one in Córdoba we have because that's the oldest one we have here.
Competition.
Yeah.
Competition.
Yeah, the competition was between
Yeah, the
UNAM,
competition is
UNAM and UNMS.
No. You won because the University of Córdoba is 1613, so you won. It was founded by the Jesuits.
when you pay for the pizzas, you send us all.
Well, Luis says that Argentina has one of the best pizzas. Is that true?
Well, I mean, if you ever come, I can take you to the best pizzerias in town, and you'll judge for
Uh,
yourself.
yeah, I got it. Not in America is the best world university. World university is in Bulanga.
Uh-huh.
University of Bulanga. It is a
Bulanga.
yeah 1088.
Yeah, but sorry, what year?
I get send it here. Bulanga. BLO
Yeah, can you
BOLO.
type the
Okay.
year?
The year and
So
the name, please.
okay.
Both.
I take
Yeah,
This
because
man.
1008 1088.
Yeah, but I
Ten
said
eighty eight.
that.
Bologna.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Bologna.
Bologna, that's
But
Italy. Yeah.
I said San Marcos is the oldest of America.
Oh my god. Okay. It is an oldest
America,
of
man.
world.
The
Uh,
first university
oh,
of America.
wonderful.
He was trying to beat you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, they won. That's it. They won. The Bolognese won. That's it.
I think, and also Harvard, Cambridge.
Yeah, those come from
Yeah,
the 14th century.
hmm
Yeah,
but Bologna is
13.
for me.
Yeah,
So where is Bologna located?
Bologna. That's
Bologna.
Italy.
It's a
Bologna.
University of Bologna. Bologna.
It sounds like a
Bologna.
very different word, but that I'm not going to repeat. But
But,
and
but
it's
in
very
case,
very Argentinian slang, and I'm not going to say that. But
yeah,
Bologna
a
is
bowl, a bowl.
Italian. It's
it's
Italian.
Italian. Yeah,
It
it's
says
Italy.
University of Bologna. You can type that.
Bologna. You say Bologna in your language, please.
I don't know. I can't see a G.
Ah,
Sometimes
okay, okay.
I miss it.
Okay, let's go with.
Goodness. Please don't
Jenny
say
is
Bologna ever again.
So
Jenny
here
is
is.
crying. It's
It's so funny. It's so funny. Can't believe it. It's okay. So there are some new words for us, it's hard sometimes to pronounce, but it's so funny. I remember, what I remember when I was learning English here in a small school, it was there were two people from Mexico City,
Yeah.
and they used to hire people from all over the world. They came like tourist people, and
Mhm.
they hired them for 2 months, and we will never see them again. But it was kind of fun. These kind of classes we have. That's how I learned to speak English. Just
Yeah.
completely, like an immersion. I
Yeah.
speak in English because, for example, if the person was from Boston, for example, um, they didn't speak Spanish and speak English. So it was kind of fun. We were laughing all the whole hour, like this. And this is the best way to learn English.
Oh yes, absolutely.
Because then you just fly away. Okay, you
Yeah.
don't care about the pronunciation. You start laughing and laughing.
Oh, of
You
course.
say a lot of stupidities,
Laughing.
but it was
Yeah,
kind of fun.
absolutely. When I was still studying English a long time ago. We had one of my. I went to an institute. I went to a special institute at some point because my level of in school wasn't enough, so I needed to learn more. So
Yeah.
I went to a special institute to study English, and one of the. I mean, I think it was in the last year, or maybe yeah, last second to last level, we had a guy, a native speaker of English, who didn't know any word of Spanish to teach us some lessons. And the guy was from, I believe he was from London, and he was a journalist. In that his name was Arthur, and he spoke. When you watch movies about the Cockney accent, the Jason Statham, people like that, is it? Oi, oi, mate! How you that kind of English? That kind of English. He spoke like that. So we struggled. How can I shit? We struggled every single time he came because we couldn't understand a
Yes.
freaking word. So, well, little by little, we got used to it, but it was like, man, is this guy speaking English or what? I mean, I've been studying a completely different language so far. It's like,
Yeah, he's
I'm,
born in
basically, I've
UK.
been,
That's why he's speaking very
yeah.
fast.
Oh, mate. It's what the fuck?
Look
I
at
was
that.
like, yeah,
Yeah, plus.
what is that? Yeah.
They,
It
they
was
speak
helpless.
like more or less, I don't know, maybe. But because I'm used to the States and it's kind of different,
Yeah.
that's English.
Yeah.
But the real one is from
Still.
UK. But it's
Yeah.
kind of different. So you have to get used to it, But once you get
Yeah.
it is so
Uh,
so fast,
oh yeah.
right? You can
I see.
swim. Yes.
Yeah. Until you go to Australia, and then or maybe New Zealand.
New Zealand.
One of my best friends ever. She's a Kiwi. She's friend, and
Mm.
when she goes full on New Zealand mode, it's completely it's like absolutely impossible to understand what she says. But yeah, he's an actor. Jason Statham. Come
the
on,
mechanic,
man.
the mechanic. Don't know
Yeah,
it.
that one. Yeah, that
Okay,
one.
okay.
Mechanic. Yeah,
Mechanic.
yeah. That's a movie with him.
Uh,
So yeah. Any questions? So
I could teach
small
them.
digression there.
So you're a teacher, man. So teach us.
Yeah.
Good movie, yeah.
Yeah.
So, how many years have you been studying English one in the institute? In the institute.
An institute. Well, I only went. I mean, well, I was actually talking about this with some friends a couple of days ago because I had English lessons from kindergarten.
Yeah, got it. Oh,
Yeah, from at school, and then when I was a teenager, when I was like 15, 16, I decided to go to an institute
Mhm.
to learn more, and that was 15 years ago. And then I studied there at one institute. I finished there after 3 years, maybe, yeah, 2 years, three
Uh-huh.
years, maybe. And then I went, my last official lessons of English, the last ones I've ever had were 2015. Ever since, I've been just, speaking the language, watching movies, but my last formal lessons were back then, like 6 years ago. So I
Wow,
would
man.
oh,
say I've been studying English practically all my life. I mean, in the mix of formally and informally, but yeah, all my life, all my 29 years of life so far.
Hey Juan,
Yeah,
do public schools
yeah,
teach you English?
yes, they
In
do.
your country?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they
They
do.
do. They can also go and teach you French, Italian.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
yeah.
We
But
have schools that specialize in one idiom.
you muted.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you muted yourself for.
Wow.
Sorry. You were saying? Yeah. Go again.
He's muted.
Yeah,
Actually,
definitely.
Shortcut. Us.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
you,
I
Yanka,
think
you.
it was Shortcut. Sorry. And that the school obligatory teach English, but if you want, and we have other schools that teach other language, a second language.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
But in here, basically everybody want learn English in public school. If you have surplus money,
Ah.
some people can learn Japanese, German,
Oh,
French,
yeah.
Italy. But mostly every Indians want to learn English. It is a
Yeah,
common
same
rule
here.
from India.
Same here. English is one of the most widely spoken second languages. But
First
then you can
language?
have us, yeah, English. Yeah,
Okay.
it's a second language, most common at least. I mean, I know people who doesn't speak any word of English, but they're very proficient in French, for instance,
Oh,
Wow.
French.
or German. Yeah, but
German.
yeah.
So, nice speech. Nice talking, right?
Yeah.
We have 20 seconds.
Seconds.
Yours.
Right.
Wow, too much second time
Oh,
to
too much, too much. What do we do? What do we do?